What is going on, guys? Austin here from Graphic. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the 5 most common fat loss mistakes and the solution you can do to avoid them. Over the past 2 years, I've had the privilege to speak with close to 600 people over the phone, and what I've found that it comes down to these 5 most common fat loss mistakes. The first fat loss mistake is not eating enough calories. Now, ironically enough, the same thing applies when someone is trying to build muscle or gain weight. What I found is people still don't eat enough calories. Going back to losing fat and losing weight, in order to do so, you must be in a caloric deficit. But the mistake people make is they still don't eat enough calories. They're still in too much of a deficit, which causes more harm than good. Because you see, if you're in too low of a deficit, you're going to suppress your metabolism and really slow it down. And your body is going to go into starvation mode, and it's not going to be able to function optimally in order to lose body fat or lose weight. What is the solution to this? It's very simple. The main thing I would say is download the free app, MyFitnessPal. It's a free app in the App Store. Start tracking your calories and start tracking your macros. And it'll tell you exactly how many calories to eat and how many macros to eat based off the statistics that you put into the app. So it's going to tell you all the things that you need to do. And lastly, adjust along the way. You know, if you're not losing weight anymore, then simply reduce your calories by just a small amount of 100 to 200 calories until you see results again. The second biggest mistake when trying to lose fat is not eating enough dietary fat. There's a stigma that's been going around for years, over the past decade I would say. If you eat a high diet of fat, you're not going to be able to lose fat, and that is entirely false. That is not true at all. Fat is vital for living, for hormonal production, for overall brain function, for cognitive function. There is a number of benefits of what fat does in order to keep us alive. So if you don't eat fat either, you are going to not be able to metabolize fat. You have to have fat in your diet in order to lose body fat. Now keep in mind, that doesn't mean that all fats are equal. There are healthy fats and there are unhealthy fats. So the one thing you want to keep in mind is that you're consuming healthy fats, obviously. And healthy fats include things like oily fish, certain types of nuts, and certain types of oils and avocados. Well, as I've said before in one of my previous videos about how many calories and macros you should be eating based off your particular body type, the same principle applies to healthy fat. So between the ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph, each body type should be eating a certain amount of fat in order for them to lose fat. Ectomorphs should be eating between 25 to 30% of their diet every day as fat. The mesomorphs should be eating anywhere from 20 to 25% of their diet every day as fat. Endomorphs should be eating anywhere from 35% to 50% of their diet as dietary fat. The third common fat loss mistake is doing cardio before weight training. Don't get me wrong, if you've been doing cardio before weight training for years and you've been seeing results, then more power to you. Keep doing what's working for you. But based off all the people that I've helped, all the people I've seen struggle, and myself included, this hasn't been working for me. Reason number one is that your performance during weight training is going to decrease severely. You're not going to be able to lift as much weight if you do cardio first and then go to your weight session. Reason number two, you're going to deplete your glycogen stores. So what that basically means is all the stored energy that's going to help you lift heavy weight or lift more reps is going to be depleted by previously doing cardio first. And reason number three, you're running the risk of muscle loss. When you do cardio before, you're going to, like I said, tap all those glycogen stores, and then when you go to lifting, your body's gonna want to use muscle as fuel if you do it that way. So the solution is very simple. You can probably put it together, but just do your weight training before your cardio. It's that simple. You really have to do your cardio first in the morning. You know, I totally get it if you'd like to do fasted cardio or you do cardio first in the morning, get your day right. More power to you again, you know, but keep in mind, do the cardio. If you do it first thing in the morning, do it first thing and then wait at least 4 hours until you do your weight training or have a meal in between. So that way you can replenish those glycogen stores. And lastly, if you just want to make it simpler than those two things, do your weight training, and the day that you're not doing weight training, do your cardio on the off day. So the fourth fat loss mistake, and this one is probably an obvious one, but skipping meals. You do not want to skip meals when you're trying to lose fat. What I mean by skipping a meal is eating breakfast and then saying, you know what, I'm not gonna eat lunch. My next meal will be at dinner time. This way, if you're eating 7 in the morning, you skip lunch and you're eating, we'll say 5 o'clock at night, that's almost 10 hours of not eating food. It makes sense to eat less. You would think skipping a meal would make sense because you're not eating as much throughout the day. But here is the problem. When you skip a meal, what happens is you're gonna severely lower your blood sugar levels throughout the day. And when blood sugar is low, that's where we get crazy cravings. Cravings for foods we probably shouldn't have. And not just that, but when we have that dinner and we have that meal later at night, we're gonna be so deprived, so hungry that we're gonna be more likely to overindulge on food, more likely to overeat, and then that's where the problem is created. Because even though we ate low calories for the day, at the end of the night we jam all our calories in. Who knows, maybe we go over our caloric needs, what we need for that day. And not just that, but many people don't realize this, that subtly over time it's going to cause metabolic damage. So it's going to damage your metabolism, make it harder in the long term or the long run to lose body fat down the road. It's going to make it harder for you to do it if you're going gaps and gaps and gaps without eating. The solution is very simple, my friend. Just eat under 5 hours. That's all I'm saying. Studies have shown in the past that you should be eating every 2 to 3 hours, but now there's recent studies that actually say that that's really hard on your intestinal tract. It's hard on your gut, and it actually can affect you adversely if you eat too frequently. So with fat loss, try not to go more than 5 hours without eating. I understand everyone's busy. Some people have more responsibilities than even I do, and I totally respect that. I know you're busy too. So understand that if you can go at least 3 to 5 hours with a meal, that's perfect. Something as simple as, we'll say, I don't know, a protein bar or a protein shake with a piece of fruit. That's fine. That's fine. So just make sure that you're getting at least 3 salad meals and 2 snacks in between throughout the day. My friend, we made it to fat loss mistake number 5. This is probably why you're watching the video today. So this one is a very subtle one. Many people don't realize this, but this is overeating too many simple carbs. So what happens when you eat too many simple carbs? When you eat simple carbohydrates, you spike blood glucose, which in effect causes your body to secrete insulin throughout your bloodstream. So insulin regulates fat accumulation. It's responsible for shuttling glucose into cells. When there is insulin in your blood, your body cannot metabolize fat. It limits fat cells from releasing fatty acids to break down fat. So the solution is this. You're trying to lose fat. Time simple carbs pre and post around your workout. So you want to eat simple carbohydrates only before or after your workout. And the reason behind this is when you eat simple carbs pre-workout, it's gonna allow your body to have, or it's gonna give your body energy for your workout, so you have a very effective workout. Now when you eat simple carbs post-workout, you replenish the lost carbohydrates, the lost glycogen from your workout, and this is gonna help shuttle all the nutrients back into your body to help you recover from breaking down the muscle tissue during the workout. I told you that these are the 5 most common fat loss mistakes that I've seen through speaking with 600 people, through training even myself, through training other clients, helping other people. These are the most common things that I hear. Like I said, I provided a solution for each mistake. So if you implement these things, you will see a change. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. I think it's up there, somewhere down there. I don't even know these days. YouTube's always changing stuff up. And also make sure to watch our weekly videos we have coming out. I had one posted not too long ago on your body type and how you should train for that, so make sure to watch that one. And we'll see you next video, guys. Take care.